Did you make that? Did you make that? Did you make that?
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the fashions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick today before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Cha. What's up, world? What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing, world? It's your boy Walcott Martin, aka Modelo Martin. It's the time of the night that y'all go get y'all drinks, go get y'all smoke, go do whatever you gotta do to get you ready for this next jam-packed hour with your boy Walcott Martin. We gonna have a good time, talk some sports. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, yo. As y'all know, the homie Silent Hill, Bodie Water, him and J. Leo, they the song, or they the artist. The song Pale Moon Devil Dance. Y'all know what it is. Y'all go support them. Hitchhikers on YouTube. They always come through with the intro music. Y'all know what it is. But get all the preliminary stuff out the way. Going over to the website, www.ioff19.com. That's all the information to find out all the platforms that we are on with the I.O.W. network. But of course, go get the app, y'all. Come on, dog. What y'all waiting on? Go get the app. You see it scrolling. The I.O.W. network app is up. It's popping. All right. No more excuses. You're at Apple, iOS user. Go on over to the Apple store. Type in I.O.W. network. It'll pop right up. If you are a Google Android user, right there. I.O.W. No space network. Type it in just like that. That app will pop right up. I'm telling you, go get the app. It's jam-packed with a lot of radio content that we got on there from a lot of independent artists. Podcasts, of course. Good music from all different kind of genres. Detroit Mail is shout out Detroit Mail. He's put a lot of work in on that I.O.W. network app. So please go show some support and download it. It's free. It's a free app. Go check it out. Support's free, y'all.
But I am, you know, you see my head turning is because I keep peeking at this damn Clippers and Mavericks game. Luka Doncic is having a hell of a game. That boy is he's playing out of his mind right now. Like for real, he is playing out of his mind right now. Anyway, we'll get more into that, but we're gonna start with a laugh of the day. Y'all know how we get down. This is just what we do here, y'all. Y'all should know this by now, man. This is what we do. We gonna get a laugh here, and if anything else, here on I.O.W. Sports Late Night Alley Edition, we gonna get a laugh. I can't even remember what video it was. Okay. Y'all check this out.
Howdy, my name's Sarah Jordan. I'm going to Texas A&M.
Hi, my name is Mason Drury. I'm going to OU. Boomer Center, baby.
My name's Kylie Murphy. I'm going to Oklahoma Boomer Center.
My name is Liv Patterson. I'm going to Texas A&M. Get your marriage.
Now we win a kind of fuck out. We go. Yes, we are like a book call on my back.
I love that joint off of Water Boy. It ain't, you know. That twin is nuts. That is nuts. That is funny. That's hilarious as hell. Y'all go ahead and give me a minute because I think that's hilarious. Waterboy's always been one of my favorites. They ain't had to make fun of the little young ladies like that. That was dirty. That was foul. They ain't had to do that, but it was funny. You know, a few teams closed out. They handled their business tonight. We'll get into more of the NBA. So end of the third quarter, Dallas 89, Clippers 75. Jesus Christ. Basketball in LA is not looking too hot these days. I mean, what's going on? It's just not a, you know. LA is known for other things, not basketball lately. First Lakers get their ass whooped by 30 plus last night. Clippers, oh my goodness. These jokers is down 14 right now. You know, that game could get out of here. Excuse me. Excuse me for that yawn, y'all. It's been a long day. Luka. I just looked at Luka's stats. I knew he had 27 before half. This man got 40 points and 12 assists. Oh, my God. That's a nice double-double to have. Jeez. Anyway, I'm getting too deep into these stats right now. Let's get on to the real business. Man, Coach K. Coach K is calling it a career after 1 year, y'all. The late, great Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K. Man, this is big news. But y'all take a peep at this.
All right, some breaking sports news for you tonight. Coach K is retiring. He's going to leave Duke University at the end of the 2021-2022 season. Sports anchor Alyssa Ray is joining us now with all the details on his retirement and a look at the coach's 41 years leading the Blue Devils. Alyssa.
Yeah, Rod, the winningest coach in D1 men's basketball history is calling it a career after the upcoming season. Mike Krzyzewski became a household name to sports fans everywhere. He led Duke to 5 national championships championships and 12 Final Fours at the helm of the Blue Devils. But Coach K's impact on the game goes far beyond his accolades. He also produced 28 lottery picks and 41 first-round NBA selections and has influenced countless coaches and fans. One of those is former UNC head coach and fellow Hall of Famer Roy Williams, who just retired at the end of this season. He spoke about his coaching counterpart today on the golf course.
I think, it's everybody knows it's coming, but Mike's been fantastic for the game of basketball. He's been fantastic for college basketball, been fantastic for the ACC, the greatest rivalry in sports, Duke, North Carolina basketball. He's been a good friend. He's been a guy I've respected a great deal. He made everybody bring their A game for years and years and years.
Associate head coach John Shire is expected to become the next head coach of the Duke Blue Devils, but no announcement has been officially made yet from the university, but we expect one soon. Rod, Angela.
All right, thank you very much. We'll keep our eye on that one. That's going to be a big appointment.
Major changes coming. Well, getting people back.
Y'all know what's up. So, Coach K, man, look, I've never, ever been a Duke fan, but you gotta respect Coach K. I mean, the guy has managed to put in through so many different players in the NBA. Managed to get national championships, 5 of them to be exact. Coach during, the one and done season. He even tried it. I mean, Kyrie, Jason Tatum are kind of his one and done since he's had. Now, I'm not 100% sure on Jason Tatum, but we know for sure Kyrie played 9 games, went to the league. The writing's on the wall, y'all. With coaching in a lot of your old guards. Coach K's been coaching for a long time. You see Roy Williams retired, another winning coach. I'm pretty sure Jim Boeheim is probably not too far behind, but it's that time that, I kind of spoken this a few times over the course of this show, over 76 episodes. Yes, we're on this episode 76, but I have kind of alluded to this with this paid player stuff. Big news also with that, the NCAA, I think it was last week, are allowing players to form unions. So that might also be a part of the reason why Coach K and Roy Williams are making this step, because they're, these players are going to be seen as state employees now. You're talking about a man that's done everything. This, of course, it was inevitable, but just how the timing and playing the announcement is playing out. You're talking about why deal with this? The NCAA is about to have a shitstorm on their hands with this paying the player stuff, but also look at the talent pool for the NCAA is going to start drying up. You're talking about, I don't know if y'all seen, there's been a couple of top 300 recruits that decided to, go to the G League, or there's, get paid for the talents. Those are structures already in place. NCAA is on the way there. It's okay. It's transition time for Coach K. He's done enough. Why exert the energy, probably the frustration that you're going to deal with with all this hoopla that's going to come with this trying to pay for player stuff, it's okay to step away. You know, I'm okay with it because I've never been a Duke fan. You know, I've been in Carolina for almost 18, 19 years now. I'm not a Carolina fan. I'm not a Duke fan. I'm a Missouri fan. You see that. But, you know, I would never root for Duke. I don't even like they blue. And blue is one of my favorite colors. I don't even like they blue. But, hey, you got to get Coach K his props, man. He, you know, he's managed to weather the storm for the transition of college basketball. You know, had a down year this year with Duke. But, you know, that's the product of that one and done. You can't always keep a solid team around when your top prospects. Yeah, he's going to always have great recruiting classes. He's always had that. But you get one. You get 1 year. Win a national championship is win, you know, national championship or bust. That's how college basketball's been the last few years. Not a lot of teams having return starters, especially if they got a high draft ranking, you know, and their names out there. So, hey, hats off to Coach K. I won't miss you, but I thank you. You know, he's like one of those type of personalities that either you like him or you don't. But at the end of the day, you got to respect what Coach K has done for the game of college basketball. I mean, you know, he is literally, you know, he's up there with John Wooden as one of the best college basketball coaches. You know, I will put Gino Auriemma up there. I know it's the women's, but you gotta show respect when you build a juggernaut. All right, you build a premier program in basketball. You gotta applaud it, gotta salute it. Hey, Coach K, calling it quits after the end of this upcoming season. So 1 year and he's done. Not sure what he's going to do after it. I mean, he's up in that age where he probably wants to go hang with his grandkids. You know, if that's what he wants to do, he should. Go hang with your grandkids. You know, they might miss Papa Coach K. Papa K. So go do that, Coach. The game's changing anyway. Speaking of change, did anybody see that, man? So Brad Stevens, after getting eliminated as the coach of the Boston Celtics, losing 4-1 the other night, gets a promotion. He has been promoted to new Celtics president of basketball operations, pretty much their GM, replacing Danny Ainge. That's a weird move. I didn't see that happening. It might be new to us, but you know, I'm pretty sure that was probably a move that was set in motion a long time ago. You know, Danny Ainge probably was president of basketball operations for at least the last maybe 18, 19 years in Boston. Got a championship in 2008. Of course, y'all remember those big three. Look, I'm just confused by this because the man was just coaching the other day. Now he's basketball of operations. I'm not sure what qualifies a coach to become basketball of operations. But okay. We'll see how this goes. But here's my thing with that's going to hinder his success as basketball president of operations. Boston Celtics is one of those franchises. Yes, it's historic, but they're not going to get a lot of free agent signings. They're just not. I mean, Kemba Walker's probably the last few, and y'all see how that's working out. It's not really the greatest of moves, but they're going to have to build their team through the draft and trades. Look, we keep it 100. We keep it a buck on the show. Kyrie went 1 year to Boston. Couldn't wait to get out. Anthony Davis, he had his pops call and said, "Don't even, if y'all trade for Anthony Davis, he's walking." I was listening to Colin Cowherd today, and he brought up a very interesting point. The reason why that is because just look at, there's been a lot of athletes that have shown or have said that, Boston is one of those cities that has a big racial undertone going on in that city. I've been to Boston a few times. I necessarily didn't feel it or had anything directed towards my way. I'll say that. But I have a friend up there that says they feel the kind of racial undertone. So I'm not going to discredit nobody's own opinions on that. I just know directly I was never, felt offended or anything. But that was, a couple of times I've been to Boston, but I didn't stay for I'm there for a weekend. But that plays a part. That plays a part in trying to, Brad Stevens trying to build a successful team. He's just going to have to understand it's not going to be through free agency. I mean, you're talking about the NBA was made up of 70% black players. And if you got cats like Kyrie who couldn't wait to get out of Boston, if you got, cats like Anthony Davis that refused to wanted to get traded there, very prominent names in the NBA. If they're saying, I don't want to go there and don't, that's it. That's saying something. Because there are a lot of these people don't understand these players talk with one another. They hang out in the off season. So that's going to play a pivotal role in Brad Stevens' success as president of basketball operations. How is he going to build a team? What exactly can he do to build a successful team up there? You got some pieces, of course. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown's going to be coming back from injury. Do you keep Marcus Smart? He can contribute, and then sometimes he don't. Do you keep him? What else can you do to improve that team? So, interesting change of occupation or job title for Brad Stevens. But his first task is to go get a coach now. I'm going out on a limb saying that Coach K is off the list. I will be 100% surprised if he takes that job. I mean, why go to Boston coach NBA. Your season's longer. Instead of playing like I think most NBA games, they play 30 games, then the tournament. Now you're talking about 82 games. Now you're dealing with cats that got money. They making more money than you as a player than what the coach is going to make. Now you're dealing with egos. Cats is, and they feel like your system's not working. There's no buy-in. So I don't see Coach K at all taking that job. Even though I think this is kind of like Boston's, look, they got a decent roster right now. I wouldn't mind seeing Mark Jackson take this job. He's going to bring defense for sure. Defense, toughness, hard-nosed, grit. I mean, look, give Mark Jackson his credit. He helped build that foundation of the Warriors that Steve Kerr, inherited. Why not Mark Jackson? That's the name I'm throwing out there. I would like to see Mark Jackson get this job. It's a huge market. Boston's a huge market. It's up there with New York. It's up there with LA. It's up there with Chicago. Sports. If Mark Jackson feel can feel like he can do the job and be a winner up there, I don't see no reason why he might have his reasons why he wouldn't, but I think it makes sense for him to go up there. Go take the job, Mark Jackson. I like you commentating. Hand down, man down. I like that. Mama, there goes that man. I like that. But I would like to see him on the sidelines. I think a lot of people would. A lot of people feel that, unjustly relieved of his duties in Golden State. So I would like to see Mark Jackson there. But anyway, playoffs is in full swing, y'all. Atlanta Hawks move on to the second round. Now I saw this clip, y'all, and I got to play it for y'all. So the man Trae Young. Yeah, I mean, y'all saw the abuse he was getting, all the chants. Fuck Trae Young. Trae Young's body. That crowd at Madison Square Garden was on his ass this series. Got spat on. Trae had the last laugh
of the next season. As Young fires from way downtown and takes a bow. Not appreciated. It should be added. Randall. And here is Burks for three.
He's talking to someone.
Yeah, Trae Young now with 34 points, 16 coming here in the fourth, plus 9 assists. Let's hope that nothing off the wall occurs here in the final seconds.
Well, here's Trae Young at his finest right here. A step back 30-footer. And the appropriate, you are in the Garden, you might as well take a bow.
Not appreciated by Knick fans.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love stuff like that. Take your bow, young man. Talk your shit, King. I mean, they were giving Trae Young, the Blues, this whole playoff series. And they went ahead. My man, literally, that game was out of reach. Shot a 30-footer. Just bow. Talking about dagger, salt on the wound. Then took a bow in front of that New York crowd. I love it. I love it. I love that Trae Young did that. But man, probably not the greatest of shooting nights for Trae Young, but he got to the free throw line a lot. 15 attempts from the free throw line because he was aggressive. You know, get down to the post or drive to the lane and get in there. So he put up 36 points, 9 assists, almost had a triple-double. But, man, what a way to close it out. Clint Capella, you know, he was talking his junk, but he backed it up. 14 points, 15 boards, 5 offensive boards at that. Clint Capella needed to show up. He was talking hella joint. I mean, Hawks wanted it more, man. You know, if you really look at it, they could have swept this series. It took a heroic effort from the New York bench in game 1. You know, Derrick Rose didn't have primarily a good shooting night. They probably could have been better keeping him on the bench and bringing him off the bench. Man, another terrible shooting night from Julius Randle. My man, Julius Randle, he did not have a good series at all. He did not have a good series. You know, Julius Randle, man, what the Knicks gonna do? You know, maybe they was ahead of schedule on making it to the playoffs. Maybe so. But now the expectations are there now. But man, you know, but it's not. It wasn't just Julius Randle, man. This whole series, you know, the starting 5 just didn't produce. They just didn't produce. You know, they you know, they needed to do better. And I said that the other day. I think it was after game 2. I said, you know, look at what's going on with the with the Knicks starting lineup, because they're gonna need to pick it up. They kept relying on pretty much their starters. Kept relying on their bench. Their bench was doing majority of that work. Like at one point, you're gonna need to start to step up. They never did. They only went as far as Julius Randle took them, and he didn't have a great series. So now they're about to go plan some vacation. It's vacation time. Cancun or Jamaica. You know, that's where they're at right now. Cancun or Jamaica. Maybe go Belize. Who knows? You got time on your hands now. You get a chance to go do whatever the hell you want to go do. Go have your fun. But it's over. It's over for the Knicks. So much for those fans talking about we want Brooklyn. You didn't even get past Atlanta. You got a gentleman's suite. it is off-season time in the Big Apple on the baseball. So all those Knicks fans on everybody's social media that was talking all their head, they about to turn into the biggest Yankees or Mets fans, whichever team they respectively choose for or root for. Because it's on to baseball. It's on to baseball. But look, the Hawks play fearless. Good to see a young team like the Hawks handle business, take care of the business. Trae Young's going to be nasty, man. I definitely need to stir up some game, especially on the defensive side. He's a defensive liability. He's going to be shorter than any guy he's going to guard. How do you improve that roster? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what more deficiencies they get, because they got Philly next. Speaking of Philly, they went ahead and finished off the Washington Wizards. Thank you, because oh my God, if they would have let that door open and let Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal come back, I'd have been so upset, because then I had to hear all the talk about Russell Westbrook, on the social media about, the triple-double, bad this, that, and thank you, Sixers. Thank you, Sixers. Thank you. But Sixers had a good game without Joel Embiid. Which update, they're saying it's partially torn meniscus in his knee. That's not good. Does Joel Embiid come back for the rest of the playoffs? Is it worth it? Only reason why I ask that question, like, is it worth it, is because majority of this roster is probably going to be back with Philly. They got something going on good. Doc Rivers has been able to coach the hell out of them. But is it worth it? Is it worth coming back when you got future to pay for? I don't know. Only he can really answer that. But then again, he has to be cleared to play. When you're talking about a partially torn meniscus on your knee, there's a tear. You're risking the risk of tearing it further, even more. Right now, they're not saying surgery's on the table, but I don't see a reason to come back. But this changes things in the East, though. This changes a lot. Is Philly going to have enough to get past Atlanta? I mean, I saw how rough and rugged Atlanta was playing, man. If Clint Capella brings that same energy in that Knicks series to this one, who's going to be? I mean, Dwight Howard, he's still serviceable. I'm more leaning towards Clint Capella in that matchup. Is Philly going to have enough offense? I mean, I'm looking at it. Do you stick Ben Simmons on Trae Young? I can see Ben covering him, but do you want him covering? That does make it a lot harder for Trae Young to, try to get past Trae Young trying to get past Ben Simmons, on the perimeter, try to drive past him. Tongue tied, drive past him. That's part of Trae Young's game. See what he can get inside before he starts lighting it up outside. So I can see that. Maybe George Hill on him. George Hill, a savvy veteran, has played, his fair amount of basketball. Do you put him on Trae Young? Because let's be honest, y'all, that's going to be the matchup. That's going to be the key to victory for Philly without Joel Embiid. Are they going to be able to score enough? And are they going to be able to maintain Trae Young? Make everybody else shoot around him. I mean, honestly, that's the game plan right there. Make John Collins shoot. Make DeAndre Hunter shoot. Make him Clint Capella. Make Bogdanovich shoot. Make them shoot. I mean, right now, Danilo Gallinari coming off the bench didn't have a good shooting game. He went 0 for 7. But that's what you do. Kevin Huerter, make him shoot. Philly, there's no secret right here. Make Trae Young absent. Make him a non-factor. Make everybody else play. Make everybody else ball. Philly needs to make sure that they can score, and they need to make sure that they can maintain the production of Trae Young. Make everybody else. If somebody else beats y'all, pretty sure Philly will be okay with that. Of course, they're not going to be okay with the loss, but I think they'll be okay with the fact that they didn't let Trae Young kill them. Trae Young has entered that status as the player that you circle around on your game plan. Stop this guy. Stop Trae Young. There's no secret about that. We know this. I know it. You guys watching know it. Guys in Idaho know it. Montana know it. LA, Atlanta, and most definitely Philly know it. Who you have to stop. But let's be honest, without Embiid, this does give Atlanta a chance. If Embiid was playing, I would say, maybe Atlanta steals one game. Maybe Trae Young's going to have to go off for 40 plus. He's capable of it. I would say maybe there's a gentleman sweep in that. But I don't see Embiid. I don't see Embiid coming back. I don't see Anthony Davis coming back. No matter how long if the Lakers are able to advance, maybe give Anthony Davis time to rest. But we'll get to that tomorrow on tomorrow's show, because that'll be game 6. But Embiid, man, you got a partially torn meniscus. Come on, man. There's no way you can guarantee that you're going to be able to play on that. Given like I said, we talked about Anthony Davis's injury history. Joel Embiid's had his own. So let's be honest, y'all. That's what we do on this show. Look, I've said it numerous times. Normally, more times than not, your most healthiest team is more than likely hosting the trophy at the end of the season. Lakers having the injury issues. They're struggling. Philly, we're about to really see how this loss of Embiid is. Lucky for them, they wore down a Washington Wizards team that was already struggling. But that changes a lot in this Eastern Conference because look at it this way, y'all. Gives Atlanta a chance to be in the series. Let's be honest about that. It's a possibility. A possibility you might see Atlanta in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean that loss of Embiid is huge. There's no way I see him playing in this second round in the Eastern Conference semis. Because you got to come up with a huge decision whether it's worth it to playing on something that could tear more. And you're going up against a hot team right now. Atlanta's hot. They feeling real good. Just won last 40 games. I mean, they're looking dangerous. So look, we'll see what happens. Like I said before Embiid went down, I would have said it'd probably been a gentleman's sweep. Now, Atlanta has a shot. Atlanta has a shot to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But we'll see. We will see, y'all. We shall see. Definitely, Utah Jazz flexed their muscles. No surprise there. No surprise there at all. 105-100. That game just went final. Mavericks take the win. We'll get to that in just a second, y'all. But Utah went ahead and gave them boys a gentleman's sweep. They was able to keep Morant in check for the most part. Dylan Brooks got some. Valanciunas had some. But that was pretty much it. Jackson Jr. got some. So 4 of their 5 starters got double digit in points. But they had no help. Very low production from the bench. I mean, Utah was just, Utah was Utah. Out-muscled, outplayed them. Donovan Mitchell went off, y'all. 11 for 16, 30 points, 10 assists. So that man walked away with a nice little double-double. Gobert went off, 15 boards. Look at this. 7 of his boards were offensive. That's huge. 3 blocks. I mean, you can't beat that. Anytime you get that many offensive rebounds, you're getting second chance points, you know what I'm saying? And then, you can take time off the clock. And then, of course, Gobert can go right back up and get some points for himself. I mean, my goodness. Of course, the 6th man of the year, Jordan Clarkson, comes off the bench for 24, even though it was 9 for 20 on his shooting. He got more minutes than Mike Conley. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Of course, Mike Conley is not a spring chicken. But I don't know. Maybe you like it. Maybe Utah like what Jordan Clarkson does more than Mike Conley. I'm not sure about that. 12 minutes it's supposed to be your starting point guard. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not sure about that. But hey, we'll see who Utah gets in the second round. They'll get the lower seed. Utah's looking pretty tough right now. Looking damn tough. So yeah, that game just went final, as I said, 105-100. Look, the Mavericks they look like they want it more, man. Y'all tell me this. Luka nasty, y'all. 14 assists, 8 rebounds, 42 points. 17 of 37 shooting, probably not the greatest stat, but damn it, he had 27 points at half. Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't have a great shooting night, 6 of 19, but he adds 20 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of blocks. A couple of steals. So he had a little help. Man, looking at this stat line, there's no reason why the Clippers shouldn't have won this game. All 5 of their starters in double figures. They didn't shoot too particularly well, but all 5 of their starters in double figures. Dallas's points pretty much came from Luka and surprisingly Tim Hardaway Jr. And they still got to win. Still got to win. You gotta look at the Clippers and ask, how does this happen? How does this happen? How do you not win this game? If I'm the Clippers better get the Blues tomorrow through all the rounds. From undisputed, first things first. Colin Cowherd should get on them. Stephen A. and Max on First Take should get on them. They need. How do you not stop Luka? You know how Dallas operates. It runs through Luka. It's Luka Doncic or bust with the Mavericks. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis ain't doing nothing. He only took 6 shots, played 30 minutes, and only got 8 points, 6 boards. That team runs through Luka. I mean, there's shit in the world that is certain. Death, taxes. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that are for certain. In the basketball world, you know what's for certain? LeBron's going to flop. Kyrie's going to break an ankle from his dribbling skills. He's going to make somebody break their ankles. Anthony Davis might break his ankle. Or get up hurt somehow. Those in the basketball world, those are certain. And one thing's for certain, you got to stop Luka Doncic. You can't let him have 27 at the half. And Clippers are at home. That was a home game. Now you go on the road facing elimination this weekend in Dallas. It's not a good time right now for anything LA basketball related. It's just not. It's just a bad look for anything that has Los Angeles on the front of their jersey and they playing basketball. Heads is gonna roll. I'm telling you. They gonna be on those Clippers' ass tomorrow. And Steve Ballmer, who's the owner, he's very, energetic and interactive with the team that he bought for $2 billion. He's very interactive with it. He should be. It's a lot of chunk. That's a lot of change to invest. I'm pretty sure he won't be satisfied with this situation. And the crazy thing is, Kawhi could walk away after the season. He got that clause, the opt-out clause in his contract after 2 years. 2 years is up. It's not looking too good for the Clippers, man. Clippers better tighten up quickly. They got a lot to answer. A lot to answer for, but all right, y'all. We have reached that time of the show. That time of the show that I will bid you guys adieu. I'm going to call it a night. It's been a long day, but it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. But please tune in tomorrow. The day stream, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself and Detroit Mail, we are rolling out the new format. That's why it is important for you folks out there to go get the app. Go get the app right there. Go get the app. Reason why it's important is because the new format we're rolling out tomorrow, we're doing 2 hours now. First hour is going to be, of course, live on the StreamYard app right here. It's just on your Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, as well as the I.O.W. Network app. But the second hour is strictly on the I.O.W. Network app. More interactive. Guys will be able to call in, talk your shit, give a hot take, rep your team, do all that. But look, it's been real. God willing, we will chop it up again tomorrow. Episode 76 is in the books. Hopefully God will bless us with episode 77 tomorrow. Peace and love, y'all. Solid Hill TDS. Hitchhikers. Let's go. Yo. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blunt roll, let it go. Release to the beast, about to take control, overload. Burn another shrub to keep my mind sedated, elevated, felt elated from withdrawal but never faded. Alcohol pumping out my system in need of patience. Point blatant, do it in reversing to the points taken. Put it in work to muscles jerk and my joints aching. Numbers don't lie, but I think these niggas point shaving. I am on another high. You can only taste the fragrance floating on the stroke. Bodies below, twisted, agitated. Hand me another gram, watch me break down and light this bitch. Explosive tendencies, watch me spark and ignite this shit. Put the game in a chokehold with a tight grip. Niggas inciting shit, hoes peeping, they bite their lips. Cold hearted bastard, give a hot bitch an icy kiss. Take a buzz to another level, then heighten it. My karma is Dalai Lama, the smoke for enlightenment. Nigga drag me to hell with all the hounds and Leviathans. Reach for a pack of gobs, cause I'm about to smoke a quick. Pussy poppin' and percolate, I just want the smoke circulate. Losers will spectate and the haters will speculate, but I'm too busy taking all this vapor straight to the face. Damn. Shit. Man, shit pretty good. Hey, man, you got a light? Fuck that, how much shit. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blood roll, let it go. Release to the beat, about to take control. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blood roll, let it go. Release to the beat, about to take control.